2018. I'm here with the 2016 defending champions, guys. Big race this year. What do you expect? There's a lot of races here this year. What's the field like, do you think?
Oh, it's a pretty competitive field. I'd say this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the most competitive races we've had yet.
And you're saying it seems like there's a lot of activity out there right now pre-race.
Yeah, there's at least as much as any other year, if not more, teams getting into scouting and rooting and doing their homework. So it should be interesting.
And as you guys have alluded to, and some other people, there's a lot of great races out there this time as well. You guys are familiar with a lot of racers, eh? And good field.
Real good field. I mean, you know, we're all friendly. We all talk. You know, I mean, we all have our secrets and stuff, but you know, everybody's been out there beating it around, trying to see what's up. Got some new good teams from outside. There's some good teams from inside, and there are some old teams that are finally realizing that, you know, the race is elevated to a different place and they're ready for it. So there's, by no means is any of Cain's quest a gimme, but this one's going to be extremely difficult to do well in.
And you guys, anything different from this race, or are you just going to run your race the way you run it?
No pressure this time.
And that's huge, right?
That's huge, yeah. Just me and my buddy are going to go and have a really good ride around Labrador and see what happens.
And see if you see anybody along the way, more or less.
Yeah, see if we see anyone along the way, yeah.
So guys, now I heard some people say there's a lot of snow out there. What do you think? As much this time or less?
The past month and a half, I've ridden the whole race course or flown it and looked at the marks in the snow. And it's a strange year, when brooks and rivers are really bad in some spots. They're really good in others. In areas where the snow is super, super deep, in areas where it's wind-swept, packed, you can hardly leave a mark in it. It is a true variation of conditions out there.
And that's nice. I like the way you describe that. Now, so at any corner, there could be anything awaiting you, right? Because like you said, it's very unpredictable, basically, yeah?
Yeah, especially in the rivers. The rivers this year are different than any year since I've been at this. So any corner, there could be any sort of new surprise.
And we're talking today 3 feet in one direction or another could mean victory or demise. Is that right?
I'm expecting, I'll go out and say with 100%, I would be shocked if before this is over, we don't hear about 2 or 3 or more teams down in the water. The brooks are really, really bad. The rivers are bad. So,
and in the interest of safety, so this is a year that you got to be cautious, but you still got to be moving. Is that right?
Yeah, I think continuing to move and being smooth is usually the key around a lot of these conditions, right? Not stopping, keeping on your game, keeping light on foot. So, yeah, it could be interesting.
And guys, a race like that, I mean, that has to take a toll on the mind and body as well, right?
Oh, for sure. You know, that's been one of our biggest assets over the years is, you know, Andrew and I do this stuff. We do this riding all the time. So you're a little more adapted to it, so you can keep your mind and your body isn't so far out of skew from what it normally is. But Cain's quest is always, your mind will play tricks on you. You know, you really have to talk each other off a ledge. You know, at one point it may be him, at one point it may be me, you know, and really come back to reality and say, okay, you know, this is the best decision for, you know, every situation.
And it takes teamwork more than just to get those sleds ready. And like you're just talking about, sometimes that teamwork just gets you through any circumstance out there. Is that correct? The talking down and whatnot?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time talking bad ideas out of each other's head, right? Like, no, it'll be okay, or no, that is really a bad idea. Sometimes yeah, that's just really stupid. I don't think we should do that. Nah, maybe you're right. So it's a team effort all the way around through all that stuff.
And with that said, we have to be real here. You know, the reason that Team Maine and Southern Snow Riders and Team Aurora have teamed up this year is you just can't do this alone. It is a massive undertaking to be competitive in this race. You have to have people you can work with. You have to have people you can trust and share information with and work together. And if it wasn't for our support crew and our wives and the people that we drag into this silly race with us, we would never do it. I mean, really and truly, we have the easiest job of the week. The support crew takes a pounding this week. I mean, they've been at it all week. We've had guys turning spanners from 7 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, getting trailers and sleighs and support sleds. And the wives have all been in the kitchens baking and cooking and making meals. And I mean, it's not just about the day of the race. There's a lot that goes into it to compete at this level.
And with that said, I mean, the support you get, like you say, your family and whatnot, it's a big partnership. And I've seen, like you said, the support part is a hard part. You see a lot of support people actually stepping forward and getting into the race.
They probably see how much easier it is.
Sometimes, but it's funny that you guys point that out, and I'm sure that the support teams out there, they deserve the actual real pat on the back as well.
They deserve as much credit or more than we do. They're the ones catering to us all week so we can go break stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you can't, there's no other time in the year I can go ride around on my snowmobile and have somebody cater to me every time I break something.
Yeah.
At the same time, too, you have to step back and you have to really do realize that a team that wins this race does not win it as a team of two. It just doesn't happen.
Absolutely, and well said, and appreciate those words. Guys, thank you for coming back again. Best of luck, and we look forward to watching you guys out there.
We'll see what we can do.
Thanks.